have my presentation PDF for 218 pages. And then when I first sent my PDF to Dr. Sopan, Dr. Sopan said, Madam, we only have 45 minutes. So, and Peter, sat next to me, he asked me, are you ready? I said, this one, my presentation is my first time to use the English version. I never use English version for these presentations, but I will try my best. But at least I promise you, because I put a lot of pictures, so I can make it very fast. If I run out of time, and if end up 12 o'clock, and also I kind of gain extra 10 minutes, so I really so appreciate. Okay, so today, my agendas, I'm going to introduce a little bit about me. Actually, I was the president for FIABCI World Council of Developer and Investors, and I always would like to invite more developers to join us, okay? Especially our world president, Budiasa, is here. I really wish, after my presentations, I wish a lot of developers can join our FIABCI. And also, I will introduce a little bit. Treasure Dragon is my company for 10 to 35 years. And as the sustainable developers, I would like to share it's a visible architecture and invisible architecture. Especially on the invisible architecture, I'm going to share our respect for the environment and the respect for the people. And after all, I would like to share after what we do, and we kind of gain a lot of branding. And I would like to say, as a developer for 35 years, the branding power is the marketing power. The end, okay? Just last year, we sold 220 million US dollars for 3 days. Okay? And we don't do any advertisement because we do a lot of invisible architect. Okay, so that's me, experience. And you just look at that. I don't know, can you look? Treasure Dragon, and I have constructions, and also I have art gallery. And position in Taiwan, I really funded a lot of foundations, the CSR, and also the charities. Okay. And in FIABCI, right now I'm the financial committee president and also the board members and the strategy committee, blah, blah, blah. Okay, that's my position in FIABCI. And right now also is the Taiwan chapter president. And during my term in FIABCI's positions, I host 2 big events in Taiwan. One is 2013 World Congress in Taichung, and the second is last year, December, we have the Global Leadership Summit in Kaohsiung, Taiwan. And that is, I'm the organizer, also the hoster for those events. Okay, so our company, Treasure Dragon, we have, like what I say, we are developer, we are the constructor, and also we are the galleries. And our name, Non-Power Development, we kind of split up the LPD. LPD, the L is live to life, and P is professional to perfect, and D is design to development. You can see the words, and you can see how can they enlarge from design, but you come the development. And I'm going to show very fast about the visible architect. This is all my buildings for the past 34 years. And the library, the public area, those are my buildings. If people knowing me or knowing my company in Taiwan, we are the one, don't need to do any advertisement. And every time when we buy a piece of land, and people will wait on the waiting list. The one I said 220 million US dollars, that one, we only have 185 units. But the waiting list is more than thousands. And that is why we sell very fast. And that's all the visible architect. And invisible architecture, the one I would like to share some of the cases, okay? For example, every time when we buy a piece of land, and we will apply the license, and normally in Taiwan, the license will need take half years to a year, 6 months to a year. And during that time, while we're waiting for the license, we will beautify the land. Okay, that's before. And then we will beautify the land, and while we're waiting for the license, and just try to announce for the neighborhood, say, this is going to be a developer coming here to develop the new project here. That's all the cases. And that is what I would like to share, because after we threw out this kind of idea, and the other developers kind of following us, and that is the other company, they also follow this kind of beautify the land, okay? Because for a year, we can do a lot. And kind of pre-announce our project is coming, okay? And that is beautify the land, temple. This one I have to say, during the year, they plan, they kind of work with the school, and for the student come over to plant the wheat. And then after the year, they become, they can forest, they're collecting those, the result. And also the invisible architect we do for the green fence. We founded the pattern in 1997. Instead of the regular construction fence, we use the green fence. And also, we authorized the Taichung city government to extend the urban landscape since 2007. And right now, if you have chance to go to Taiwan, probably you can see not only Taichung, Kaohsiung, everywhere, the whole country in Taiwan, they'll use this kind of green fence for our construction site, beautify the neighborhood, okay? And that is the examples. Of course, you can see this. The 4 years ago, we decided to hold back our fence, hold it back like 1.5 meters, and we plant vegetable fruits during 4 years or 3 years construction time. And we take care of these fruits and the vegetable, and we share with our neighbor. Okay? And that is an example, our across street, the neighbor, they don't need to go to market to buy the vegetable. They just come across the street and pick up their vegetable for today. So that's our invisible things. And after all our experience, we also designed the green, plant the vegetable on the top of the roof for our apartment. And that is the community. They take care of the vegetable, and they share, even for people who is working hard during the day. But when they come home to the lobby, they still can collecting some fresh vegetable for them. And also the other invisible architect we done is beautify the neighborhood. Because when I buy the piece of land, and then I find out the next to us is the old market, and it's dirty, but and like for 30 years. So instead of we do the advertisement that we're gonna sell our property, and we decide to change our environment. So we draw for we talk to our neighbors, say, can we change your outfit, like your facade, like this way? And then for this door, can we paint it? Okay. And so we do that. Of course, they agree because we do it for free. Okay. So that's before, that's after. That's before, that's after. Even we changed the market. We changed their toilet to be more modern type and more clean. So that's before and after. And that is all the vision of the project. And after all, our building finished. And also, the same idea, once we go to every zone, every section, we find out our neighbor, especially the old zone, we find out those 30, 40 years old buildings really need to do something. So we kind of painting their facade, do the same thing. Can you see that, you can see this underground is, the ground is very dirty, but because we told them, can you clean up a little bit and then we can paint it for you. So we do the painting and end up they clean up. Remember, okay? And also respect for the life. When I say the life, it's the tree. When we buy the piece land, we bid the land, and then we find out that land have like 100 years old, have 10 of them, 100 years old beyond tree, okay? And then we have to either cut it and throw away, or we move it. So end up, we decide to move those trees. You know how hard they are? We have to first to find a place to collect, to that the tree can plant. And I find Taichung City government can accept those trees to a new developed park, okay? And we pray, we kind of, pray for each tree because we think each tree, they have their own life. And we have to plan how to move those trees out. First, we have to, protecting their ground. And can you see the tree, how big they are? 3 meters, 3 meters. And then we train them, treat them, and then we only can do it, move those trees at night. Use one big truck can move one tree at one time, okay, to avoid the transportation and to avoid the traffic. And that is the 10 beyond tree reunion at the new home, it's new park. And that is 2007. I went there to check, and they have green leaves come out. In 2008, 2010, 2013, 15, 17, 19, we keep tracing those trees. Are they alive? And are they grow? So 2023, they already grow big tree for Taichung City. Okay, that is a life. Okay, that's a respect. Thank you. You see, this park, instead of the small tree, we have 100 years beyond tree give to Taichung City. And also a beautiful encounter with the nature, because we find a park, the public park, and we apply the city to allow us to set up a library, green library. And we put more than 100 books, and of course we have to make sure it's waterproof cover, okay? And for the citizen, no matter who, they can come in to pick up a book, and they can read it, and with their children for free. Okay? And then we have to trust people. Their mind is they will love this idea, okay? And then they even can exchange their book into here. And I remember Sapong is there too, right? Sapong visit there, that you can see from the pictures. And also, because I say invisible architecture, this is a case for our environmental, how we take care. Again, this is an old district. And you can see my neighbor is very old and kind of not good looking. And we have 3 sides of street. And the fourth side, the other left side is we open the other street for this side. So you can see this floor plan. If you can see that, we kind of hold back our building to the center, and we have our open space surrounding our buildings. So instead of a lot of people, they have greenery only doing inside their garden, we do a lot of greenery outside of our building to share with our neighborhood. So that is the case. We end up doing this. that after we finish, we bring a lot of green walkway for our neighbor to enjoy their afternoon walking. That's all the our surrounding greenery. And that is one we have the pre-excellence award gold winners is the one. Okay, so I just like why I say we have the gold winners in Rice Residence 2017. And also this project, we have academic conference on passive low energies architectures. We share this in Edinburgh to the pre in UK, Edinburgh, UK, 2017. There's sharing, for the fresh air in and how to get the warm air out, That is very good for, especially if we're starting for the ESG. That is one of very good concept to do that. Okay, and that is the other one. Respect. After I said invisible environment, we also respect for the people, making the best effort to ensure the living quality of neighborhood. So every time before we do the construction, we were writing a book. The book was write Q&A, like every construction, what's going to cost the environment, and how we're going to prevent that the damage to lower the damage to the neighbor. Okay, and we visit all the neighbor to tell them what we're going to do in the future while we do the construction. And also we know the happiness workers can make the good quality of the buildings. So we treat our workers very good, and we have a beautification of work depart. And we prepare the toilet and the shower, even the washer machine. Because we find out the workers, especially the lately, these few days, we really don't have enough workers because the young generation don't go to the constructions. So we kind of attract more young workers to be here for them to, after work, they can change the new clothes and still can go for their date, go to movies, go to the night events. So we do a lot of this, for example, like resting area. And also we prepare the place for them to take their meal. And at the same time, we use this space to do the education for training. If we check the QC, find anything, any spot or any way they do is wrong, we'll stop the work. Instead of you collect one person, ask the whole group together and tell them what is the right way to do the right things. And also we will kind of encourage those who doing the right for I call them the hero. And also we help them to check their health, because I don't know like in Taiwan, sometimes workers eat the green one, and it's not good for your throat and the lung. So we ask the hospital to help us to do the monthly, 3 months we do the checking, and for them to make sure they don't get the cancer. If they do have some suspicious, gonna have a health problem, we will recommend them go to the hospital. And even if they would like to quit the smoking, or they would like to quit the the Green Petals, they register to us. We will reward them every 3 months, check it. If they do it right, we will give them some reward. And also because for the safety part, we ask the people who walk into our construction site cannot drink alcohol, cannot bring alcohol, because sometimes they say, oh, I won't go get drunk, but just a little bit feel, it's very good, sometimes it will make trouble. Okay, so we have to test the alcohol before they walk in, the alcohol test. And in the beginning, it's very hard, because they kind of complain, we do it too tough. But once, and even afternoon, like during the lunchtime, after lunchtime, we test again. And some of them, they say, oh my God, how come you do that? But because we're doing this, so end up, we always have the zero safety cases, in our country. Okay. And that's what I said, the good labor, we celebrate, give them the reward, and also we celebrate their birthday. And if the weather too hot, we will stop in the morning, 10:30 to 11, to prevent them to get fainted. So we prepare the cold drink for them in the morning, like after they over 32 degrees. I don't know, in Thai, 32 degrees, you cannot walk anymore, right? Because 32 degrees here is always happen. And then in the winter, if too cold, again, we will prepare the hot soup for them. And also for the special holidays, for the Valentine, we will prepare the chocolate for the husband, give to the wife, and then for the other festival, we will prepare the gift for the husband and wife, like that. Okay, so the other respect for the peoples, caring for our communities. And all the construction, before we dig the construction, because in Taiwan, the developer, we're doing the pre-sale systems. So when I say pre-sale system, it's before we starting our construction job, we already know who are our customer. So we will do the construction briefing, tell them what we're gonna do from the beginning and to the end, use the others' experience, the other project, and to tell them what is this project we're gonna do. And then we're waiting to listen to our customer, give us some suggestion or some opinion like that, based into the customer. And during the constructions, we also, because we are the furnished, 100% furnished, we have the toilet, we have air conditioning, we have closet, we have everything like furnished. So we also do the modification briefing for the property to tell them we're gonna accept their special design. And also, before we pass the property, we also have property briefing. Again, we show them this property from the beginning till the end, what's happened and what we've done, and what is their rights and what they have to, what we're gonna offer them after they've become the property owner. And we also, each unit, we also prepare the birthday gift. That is the final one. Before, it's on the left side, it's Chinese traditional, the pickles, and for the vegetarian too. Okay, we have both vegetarian and non-vegetarian. And then after all, the central part, that one is the latest part, latest birthday gift. Before, we give the birthday card. And then inside the card, we have one restaurant coupon for them to eat it in the restaurant for free. And they can invite the other person for half price. We talk to the restaurant, but end up only 50. Only if we give up 100%, but only 50 come back. So we decide to change. Instead of give them the birthday gift, it's a coupon. We send this to the customer. And for you to know, we even, because we have a lot of customers who is from our fan, So they not only buy 1 unit, 2 units, they buy 5, 6, 7, like that. And then we even offer them, if you want to do that, you can give us a name, like five names. We send out for you, for your mom, for your, whatever, your aunt, whatever. We send out for you this set of gifts and from your name. And that is a lot of work from our customer service. And Mother's Day, have Mother's Day's cake, Father's Day of cake. And also, daily, we have a co-sharing meal area. We hire a chief of the park, Chandy. And then that is a set menu for our residents. And they have a lot of choices. So can you imagine, after you hard work and coming home, you don't need to cook. You can just use the app and reserve your dinner. You want fish, you want pork, you want vegetarian, whatever, you just can reserve it. So you can come home with a very nice meal. Okay. And also we have our line group. And also everything, we try to follow the ESG. So we cut down the paper usage. So we use app a lot. And monthly news, newsletter monthly, and we have live concept magazine every quarter. And we also do a lot of activity. You can see cooking activity, private recipe, and teaching customer how to make cheeses and how to make dessert, and during the Christmas, how you make the Christmas bread. I know you're hungry, so I bring more beautiful music. How happy they are. Actually, I was studying in business administration, and I also have the interior design degree. But I told people I'm not the interior designer, I'm the life designer, because I would like to share the happiness life. And I like to sing too, too bad. You can see in the community, I always sing. That is our Gen D life. A lot of customers, once a quarter or sometimes we will have this kind of activity. That's my cooking. I like to cook. And we share our private recipe and make it a book. People saying I'm really so funny. I can read out every customer name, but 34 years, it's not true. Okay, after getting old, I cannot do that. Even we have the park outdoor too, like a festival. We pretty soon, next month, we're gonna have festival in Taichung again, and we also have sporting competition too. Can you imagine each community? They have their team, and they compete, very friendly compete, and they have their cheerleaders. If the people knowing me, they will ask me, how can you have those time to doing this? I really spend a lot of time in my business, but also with FIABCI. Pretty soon, October 21st, we're gonna have the walking to the mountains. We eating, singing, cooking, and swimming, camping. Those kids right now all grow up. Once a year, we will have the swimming team compete, because our community have swimming pool too. Also the music. On the stage is our customer who play the music, very professional. And on the stage, the audience is our customer too. God. You know Chang? Probably you don't know. One of the singer, I just try to get like that. Okay, happy together. So that's invisible architecture. So after visible and visible, you can see we're collecting a lot of happiness space. That is our value, that's our assets. And I remember Sapon writing, I'm the number one developers, which I don't like it. I would like to be the first quality instead of number one, because the first quality means you can have a lot of first quality together. It's not so lonely. Number one only have one, okay? And that's true, 2023, they named it, our company is the number one for the top 10. And because we care about the people, care about the environment, and those all collecting from all the newspaper, all the magazine, all the quote. Anyway, every time we collecting them and we make a book to share with people. And also, we all know how to please the neighbor, try to please our customer. The most important part is our employee. Okay? We would like to that our employee very happy, because you have happy employee, they can show their happiness to our customer, to our neighbor. So that is a gardener of happiness life, all behind those work. Those my employees. I have 110 employees only. Compared with the other, I cannot say. They ask how many employees you have. You didn't hear me. Okay. We also, every month, we have company meeting. And we kind of just pick up a lot of topics. Okay, for example, food thinking and the healthy care and the relationship and the ESG, SDG and art design organizer, whatever, financial tax. During the tax period time, we will ask the people come to teach them. And that's all the speakers teach our team how to learn. And also we celebrate Happy Thanksgiving, and again, the sport. When I say the sport allowance is, personally, people recommend me because become older and older, have to do more exercise. So I encourage all my employee, my company people, I let them have an allowance for 1,000 NT dollars per month. They can use this 1,000 allowance to do their any kind of exercise. And also, again, 1,000 NT dollars a month, they can get together, each department, across department, to have a meal together to do, to build up their relationship with different departments. So in that case, when we're doing the work, they can be more friendly, okay? We'll help each other. And DIY dessert, that is our one of the events. And if you see that, probably, I just try to make funny. If you say this, my employee, how they have this kind of benefit, probably you will ask me, do you have more job open? I will come to your company. Okay, for example, they went to Japan, they went to Korea, and they went to Portugal. Recently, still have two groups going to Portugal. And anyway, we have one word, okay? Say, don't worry, we always be there, okay? We don't do advertisement, but because we do a lot. So when we try to sell our property, we only use this word, don't worry, we always be there. And I always say that I cannot promise 100% perfect because they come up from so many workers. I cannot promise 100 perfect, but I promise 100% responsibility for everything we do. Okay, so they come up, you know, to our branding. So I say I don't want to be the number one. I would like to have the first class or the first quality developers. So we always learning from each other, sharing together, learning together, and then traveling together. Okay. So when our treasure dragon has 35 years, 34 10 to 5, and we become to put together our DNA more clear. We always say the building we build is not house only, the home. I think everybody knows. When you think about house, it's only just the architect. But you think about the home, that means a lot of feelings, a lot of emotion inside the home. So you have to think, what is their life gonna be? And I don't be the first class, okay? And also the other words, our DNA is giving our best with what we can see, and treating with sincerely what cannot be. So, DNA of pursuing happiness is to be the architect's ecologic, and to not pursue perfect, but pursue complete. That's what I say. I'm not pursue 100% quality, perfect. Okay. And we share our 20 years anniversaries. We collecting all the 20 years, each step, all the information together. We run a place, and then we share our experience. And then that is, we kind of separate to 4 sections. First section, spring, and it's kind of showing artist space, for the gallery. And the summer is showing like our planning, our constructions. And the autumn was showing our Gendi life space. And the winter, we're sharing our humanity space. And all together for almost a month, we're sharing this experience with 15,000 people during that time. And after that, the 30 years anniversary, we do the same thing, okay? And we kind of sharing this experience for 1 month. And during the opening ceremony, we invite our mayor and also the previous mayor who together, and all the honorable guests. And I didn't know, I really so touching because we sent out the invitation, but the people who are coming from all over the Taiwan, even eastern part of Taiwan, Hualien, Kaohsiung, Pingtung, a lot of area, in the morning they come into our opening to celebrate with us for the 30 years anniversary. And that is the exhibitions area. And during this experience, this exhibitions, we set up 3 forums, which is quite important for us as a developer in Taiwan. First is redefine affordable housing in Taiwan, because I think living justice everywhere. And we're talking about the affordable housing, but we redefine the affordable housing in Taiwan. What is affordable housing, especially for the millennial, the young people? So we have that kind of forum for once. The second forum, we living in a space of the changing the cityscape. That means when we always go into a different zone and we find out those zones need to be changed. So we kind of discuss how can we change this kind of concept to our developers, for them to, when they do the developing things, and they can change their environment. And that is the other forum. The forum 3 is challenge and the future of the construction industry. I don't know, your countries is the same. Taiwan, we really, the labor fee is higher and higher, even higher, we cannot find the workers anymore. Because that generation, like what I say, I even have to go to school to train in the school students, it's too late, not enough. Probably we even, in this future construction solutions or challenge, we have to, instead of a lot of workmanship, we have to do in the modularizing or precast. We have to do that. But they will cost a lot, but how can we change in the future facing this kind of problems? And that exhibitions, we end up have like 10,000 people to attend. So learning from each others. Okay, we, for example, I think our world president Buttiasa did come to Park Gendi last time when he visited Taiwan, Taichung. And then we have, from the June, we only finished this project in June. And then up to September, we already have almost 20 visit tours. The associations, company, mostly it's association to come to visit. And that is all the visiting. We learn from each other. We always like to share the new project with all the other associations. Okay. Make it quick because you don't know everybody except me. I'm the only one from Taiwan, here. When I really so admire you. A lot of people would say, Vietnam, a lot of people here. I feel so lonely. I'm the only one representing Taiwan here. Only one. Am I brave enough? Am I brave enough to be here? Thank you. Okay, so for the sustainable concept in the future, I still have to say, as a developers, no matter how planning, how design you're doing good, you also have to do very good constructions and in the safe side. We don't want to see any construction have some dangerous and even some bad things in the construction side. And also, besides that, you also need very good maintenance, very good too. So you have to thinking in the beginning how your design can be good, easier for maintenance. So that's what I said, the total quality. So as far as I would like to share my 34 years experience, it's visible architecture plus invisible architecture and have branding power and become the marketing power. And that is our IGND. I share with you the 220 million in US dollars. And that is underground 5 floor and the underground is 24 floor. And altogether you can see it's 4,622 square meters, the length. And then the footage of the space is 51,000. It's not big, but still, we built it up to 1 store and 184 units of the condominium. And altogether, I only show Taiwanese price. And you can see this design. Again, if you see our design, always have a lot of greens. That's within the design. There's a concept of the inside the floor plan. We are furnished the buildings. And just like what I say, that is why we show them what we're going to end up. That's on the top roof. Okay, a barbecue and have a green. Have what I call the gardening. There's a basement. We always painting the basement wall, beautiful painting, because a lot of people before they always say we kind of 5-star hotel living standard. but five-star hotel is not good for the residentials. So I always say, everybody come home not with driver, with themselves. Then how you gonna prepare the best welcome them space in the garage? So I really put a lot of effort in the garage. Bring a lot of lights, fresh air into the garage. And that is when I say, the customer always come to us, try to buy the property from us and read the design very carefully. They already showed up the time. I thought, okay. So after all, I really make myself, if including the whole time, 45 minutes is my, right now I'm finished, and then I reserve this QR code. So if you're still interested, my project or my presentation, you can take the QR code and to read more about this. And again, if you have any chance, would like to come to Taiwan, do a study tour, or to visit, you can call me. No, I always welcome you, Taiwan, and I'm gonna be the very good host to welcome you, that you feel good. Okay, thank you.